Hey, on the Eddie Moore Automotive Group hotline, he is a friend of the show. We like him a great deal, and we have proclaimed him the smartest guy in that Colts locker room. Linebacker Anthony Walker joins us. How you doing, Anthony?
I'm doing well. I don't know if I'm the smartest guy. We got a couple Stanford guys in here now, so it'll be a good test. But I definitely feel I'm in the top 100 percentile.
Let me tell you this: Northwestern versus Stanford in academics. I think you got this, man. I do.
Oh no, I again, no doubt about it. I think we got if we put it on the field, the books and everything, I think we'll definitely edge them out a little bit. Football as well. I think we proved that, and I told Andrew we'll prove it again this year too. We opened up at Stanford, so
maybe
it'll be good to see.
I've got obviously with the Stanford connections here, I got a friend named Drew Storn that's a Major League Baseball pitcher that also attended Stanford. I think Stanford is still more about the legend of Stanford than it is anything else, right? I mean, it's not. I mean, we need the proof. I think it's legend right now. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're still living on the Andrew Luck shoulders. I think that's a little old right now, but I definitely I respect those guys a great deal. Just being a Northwestern guy, I understand the academic part of it, and also the grind that you put on the football field. So definitely have much respect for those guys.
He is Anthony Walker, the Colts. He's on the Eddie Moore Automotive Group hotline. I think I asked you this last year going into the season. There wasn't a lot of conversation, and if there was conversation, it was negative regarding the outlook of the Colts a year ago. You guys obviously shattered that thought. Let's flip it, because now, I don't know if you hear it or you read it or you see it, but everybody is in love with the Colts for 2019. I know how you gauge or control when the things are being said negative. Is it the same way when everything is overwhelmingly positive before the start of the season?
I think it has to be. I think either way you want to work to get better. You can't really look, too much into anything. Too much. You can't look too low. You can't look too high, because at the end of the day, you got to still have that even kill mindset, that want to get better mindset. So yeah, we both have to feel we have to feel that way either way. Either way we're talking about, I say, whether we're talking about high or low, you want to keep that mindset of just getting better each day.
No, there's no doubt you probably like hearing the good better than the bad. But have you been hearing it too? Is this something you try to stay away from? But have you been hearing all the positives, especially from what we've heard since the draft?
Yeah, I mean, we're on social media. It's a social media generation. So if for me to say that I didn't hear it would be a complete lie. But you see it, you hear it, you embrace it. That's what you want to come in with high expectations. That means people see the potential that we have, but that's all it is right now. It's just potential. We have to go out there and prove it each day, and one game at a time. So that's definitely. That's why you play the game, I guess.
Yeah, here's Anthony Walker, the Colts. He's on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. I was there at Arrowhead back in January, and it was tough. There's no doubt about that. I know it was incredibly tough for you and your teammates. Besides the loss in general, what was the toughest part going through that game, and then how long did you let that kind of stick in your head before you moved on from the loss?
It was a tough game, like you said. The worst part about it is knowing that the season was over. I thought we had made great strides throughout the season. We had came together as a team, and knowing that your locker room will never be the same after that. Even though we got most of the guys back, but just those 53 guys won't be the exact same anymore. So that's definitely tough. But again, you grow in this game, and you understand that people have to move on. But definitely enjoyed playing with my teammates last year, and I think that was the toughest part of it. I think after that, you kind of think about it for a couple of days, and then you're back to work. You want to get your body back healed and ready to recover, and get ready for the next season. So you don't want to dwell on it too much. Again, you talk about the highs and the lows. You want to stay even keeled, and that was a low moment. We wanted to come out there victorious and head to the next round, but we weren't able to get that job done, and just kind of put everything in perspective and, to prepare for next year.
He is Anthony Walker, the Colts, joining us. You're talking about a great group that was in the locker room, and that was talked about often a year ago, how great that locker room was. Guys like you make it, there's no doubt, because you can tell by just talking with you that you're a good dude and you'd be a great teammate. But what ultimately makes a group, along with you, a great locker room, which I'm assured is having a positive effect on the field?
Yeah, I think you gotta. First of all, you have to like each other. You don't have to love each other. I mean, you don't have to like each other. You have to love each other. I think that's we go through that grind together. We go through that understanding, and I think our coach just talked about it. That morale, we're in this together. it's hard. It's long and hard. It's a long season, all that stuff, but we're doing it together. I think our coaches push us so hard in practice because they know that the season is hard, the game is hard, and when you get in those hard moments, you have to lean on your brothers. You have to all play on the same page, and you're all going through that same grind together. It makes the locker room better. So I think that's the first thing, and we just like having fun. We're a group of clowns in the locker room. We just have fun. We do it. We take the energy to the field. It's just fun playing with these guys. We have so much fun. You see when somebody makes a big play, everybody's happy, offensively, defensively, special teams. We just all in together, and I think that's the best part about this locker room.
Does Eberflus hand out loaves in the off season?
Yes, he does actually.
You guys never get away from that,
really,
do you?
Yeah, not really a loaf in the off season, more so not a finish, and which is the same thing as a loaf. So you want to finish close to 90% as possible. Everything is not always perfect, but if you keep pushing yourself to finish, it'll make it easier game time.
Does that have a lasting effect to you off the field too? It seems like something that it'd be hard to get away from. I mean, as much as it happens.
I mean, after what he preaches, you get the workouts with off season, guys from other teams, and they're watching you work out, and they're like, man, how you guys do everything so fast and hard, and it's like. That's what this ingrained in our mind. I'm like Coach Flus talked about, Peanut Tillman walking around, punching stuff out, punching a ball out, or punching a water bottle out of his family's hand, or, just punching the remote out of his mom's hand. Like, when you're playing football, it becomes ingrained. I mean, I remember doing ladder drills on a towel at my dad's house, or, just stuff like that. When you get in the flow of playing football, every little thing you recognize as a football interaction, and that's you kind of fall in love with the game.
So you go walk around the picnic with your family and knock like cups out of hands and stuff like that?
Yeah, knock the ball out. We're practicing takeaways. So.
It's Anthony Walker with us. All right, the thing that you like best about your defense a year ago, and the thing that sticks in your mind, Anthony, that you want to most improve upon as a unit in 2019.
I think we did a good job during the regular season. I say, just stopping the run. I think, we want to build on that. I think when you're able to make a team one-dimensional, you put yourself in a good position to win. I think, the front seven, we take pride in stopping the run, and we know that our DBs can cover, and we trust them that, when the ball is thrown over the top or the ball is thrown deep in the middle, our safeties, our corners are going to make plays. So the front seven, we take pride in making sure that we're able to stop the run. Eliminate the big play, and we feel that we'll be, in every game. And when you have number 12 at quarterback, all he needs is the ball, with the chance to win, and we'll get it done.
Have you had
I think we did a good job with that. And I think, sorry, did you have another question?
No, yeah, I will in a second. I was trying to jump cut you right there. I thought you were done.
Okay.
But yeah, continue. No, you're much better to listen to than me, man.
I was saying the last thing, to improve on, I think we just all want to get better at, I think, as the season kind of got going, we kind of, as we got better, but, you still want to continue that. You never want to take a step back. So, just keep working on the fundamentals. That's what we're doing this offseason, fundamentals, and, just going back to the little details of it, and you never want to lose that as you're playing this game. So, I think, we can always improve on that. And, just team morale, like you said, bringing in the new guys and holding them to the standard that we're held to. And that's it.
You like the level of competition that is seemingly, I mean, they drafted a lot defensive side of the football a couple of weeks ago. You like the level of competition that you expect coming up here soon?
Oh, of course. I mean, that's why you play the game. You play to compete. Whether that's on your team against another opponent, whatever it is, and that's what it's about. Going out and competing, and it brings out the best. Competition brings out the best in everyone. We know that the best player is going to play. We know that, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time, and it'll definitely raise the level of competition. And when guys step out there on the field, they're going to know that they won the job fair and square, and going to have the ultimate confidence to go out there and help us win games.
Have you met Justin Houston yet?
Yes, I have.
It's funny, and I'll ask you this, and I'll let you go. When most of us, if you watch and you know him in the past, you think, well, this dude constantly gets after the quarterback. But I ask a bunch of folks in Kansas City about his time there, and they say what they really liked out of him was the way that he handled, as you were talking about, the edge and covered the edge and protected the edge and set the edge. And that's something that I don't think a lot of people talked about when the Colts made that signing.
Yeah. I think when you talk about a big time guy like that, he's going to get the recognition for, the splash plays, tag, sack, fumble, all that stuff. But again, it goes back to the details. He's a detail oriented guy. I see that since the first day he's been in here, setting the edge and all that stuff. That won't be a problem for him because he's been doing it for so long, and he understands how that's going to help us win. When the ball doesn't get outside the defense, and running backs have to play within the box. It's going to make it a lot easier. So yeah, we're excited to add a guy like that, a guy who can play on the field on all four downs, help us stop the run, and get after the quarterback on third down. That's what you need.
You sticking around here this summer, or you got some plans?
I'll be home for a little bit, visit the family. That's it. I usually do that. I don't really do too much. Probably take a trip with my dad, right before the season like I did last year, and right before camp, and, just have that little rest time. And after that, get back to work and lock in for, what's going to be. It'll be a great season.
What? You need to go out to the 500. Have you ever been to the 500?
I haven't been to the 500 yet.
Why don't you? I don't know if you're a car dude or not.
I just haven't been. I'll probably check it out this year.
I tell you, you let if you need a helper on that, and you want to come out and hang out with some cool folks that you'll have fun with, you let Matt or Kristen or somebody over there know, and we'll get you set, because we got a lot of pre-race shows over there. It really is a blast, to be honest with you. So.
Sounds good. I'll try to make it out there for sure.
Hey, it's always good to talk with you, man. If I don't see you again until the start of camp, have a great summertime too. Okay, Anthony?
I got you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I got you. Anthony Walker, the Colts. He's on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. Man, always a fantastic conversation. That dude is square. And I mean that in an obvious good way. He's just a great conversation. Really like him. Anthony Walker on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. We got to get him out to the 500. Have a blast out there with us. Anyway, it's always good. He's fun to listen to. Now, not all athletes are fun to listen to. I always get fired up when I know that he's coming on the show, because he is. Quick break. We'll come back. Stuff to give away. I shall explain a recap of the day, and we'll obviously talk up the NBA playoffs later on tonight, what we've talked about so far today, and a whole lot more. Quick break. We're back with you next.